All right, I'm probably the last person that should be making a video like this, but I was scrolling through my own video and I was looking again at video ideas on the side, on the right side panel, right? And I saw this one, middle-aged and dating. And I thought to myself, I don't think we really date anymore. Like, I noticed that after your 20s, that most women don't want to go out with an older man unless she's going to benefit financially from it. And even then, sometimes it's questionable as to what they want because most young women just want to have fun. They're not interested in you. They don't really care about your finances until they get a little older and realize that they want a house instead of living in a studio apartment that's got more roaches than anything else in it. But you have to come to terms that as you age as a man, you become less and less desirable unless you're still very good looking or you're wealthy. And today, while I was getting out of my car, no, I was getting into my car after going to Kroger's, and a girl pulled up in a Mini Cooper. Very attractive, short, tiny feet, big old booty and yoga pants. And as she pulled up, I had no idea what she looked like. I just saw her little face light up, and she smiled at me and waved. And I thought, you know what? She's probably thinking that poor old man probably can't even get it up anymore. And it made me question all the other women that I saw today in yoga pants. And I went, where was I? I had to go to work to pick up some boxes and take them to the shipping store today just because you have to do that when you manage a department, there really isn't anyone else. So even on your days off, you have to take calls from work. You have to do things like this. I mean, the office calls, and I'm like, well, what am I supposed to say? Let someone else do it? There's no one else there. Anyhow, I'm off track. So let's read the introduction that I have here. So let's be real for a second. Dating in your 30s and 40s, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Exciting, hopeful, or exhausting? For a lot of people, it's the latter. More and more, I'm hearing people say, you know what I think? I'm done. And honestly, I get it. The dating world today feels less like a journey to find love and more like a navigating a wasteland, a dystopian wasteland of Susie Rotten Crotches all standing beside their Taco Bell and waiting for Johnny Sixpack to get loaded enough to come looking for love. One where the rules have changed, the stakes are higher, and the rewards, well, they don't always feel worth it. And that's exactly how I feel with women. It's just not worth it. All I want is a little piece of pink pie. I mean, I don't want to know you. I don't want a relationship. I just want pie. And for most men, chasing women doesn't equal pie. You just waste time and money and you get jerked around in relationships. And they're not even relationships. They're more, we become a society, a hookup culture. And that's why as you get older, especially into your late 30s, early 40s, you're just, I mean, what do I really want something, warm and, doughy eyed for? It's just, I just want to get the deed done and move on. But women still have standards. I mean, I've been talking about this all day with a certain woman who has standards. And you're just kind of like, I don't like your standards. I wish you would lower your standards because you're not going to look like that forever. And I want pie. And so she's just like, you want pie, and I want financial security. And I'm like, I don't have that. I want pie. And she's just like, stop it. I know what you want. It exists right there. And I know you want it. And I'm like, and then I say it again. I want pie. And she's just like, mm-mm. No pie for you. You don't have what I need. So I'm not going to give you what you need. And so you look down, you turn away, you walk away, and you think to yourself, do I really need pie? Yes. Am I going to get it? No. So then you have to come to terms with being a pie-free man. All right, that's my introductory monologue. I hope you guys liked it. I tried to be funny. I'm gonna just say that. All right, so here are my two talking points. This is going to be a shorter video because I really, really want to get drunk. Today was an extremely boring day, if you can't tell by how many videos I put up. All right, so here we go. The repetition of failed attempts, whether through apps, casual dating, or long term relationships, leaves many feeling disillusioned and questioning if love is even worth pursuing. I don't pursue love. When I go to the Taco Bell and Susie's back there, she better be in the position. Assume the position, Susie. And if Susie doesn't know what that means because she's sticking her hand out because she wants dough, and you're like, no, we're not here for that. This is just for the old bump and dump. And she just looks at you like, that's not the world we live in anymore. She wants stuff, and you're like, I don't. I'm tired of failed attempts at getting women to put out. And then you're just like, well, what do you want? And I don't know what women want anymore. Like, it used to be pretty straightforward. You know, pants, drop, to do the deed, you move on. You're not looking for anything long term, anything complicated. You're not looking for a rich and fulfilling partnership with another human being. Because as a society, and as women well know, it is a world of casual relations out there. And women don't want to bring the casual part of the relationship. I don't know what women want. Like, I've been out with a few women. I talk to women all the time, and I ask them, what do you want? Because, again, this is going to sound cliche. I want pie. And they're like, nope. So, and in this last election, the day after the election, it's become, what did they say? I was talking to Mello about this couple weekends ago, and she's like, if men want women, they're going to have to get away from the Republican Party and move closer to something else because, my choice, your body is going to end casual relationships between men and women very quickly. They don't respond well to things like that. And men need to know that they don't respond to things like that. And it leaves millions of us with failed attempts at getting pie, and women just like, you know what? I can live without it. And, or they're just going to go somewhere else and get it. You may not be the stud that they're looking for 15 minutes. Susie has needs. Johnny Sixpack has more needs. And unfortunately, we can't see eye to eye on getting pie. It just seems like there's one group on one side that's about the bump and dump, and then you have another group on the other side that doesn't see it that way. And you're just like, well, how do we make this happen? And unless you're willing to move more towards becoming a Bernie bro, there are certain women that are just going to forever be off limits. They don't like this this culture. They don't like these men. They don't like the way that love is in our present society, leaving many men, especially myself, without love and mainly without taco. And so I'm here making this video because I'm tired of this. I want pie. And I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. But here we are. And I don't know how we're going to broach this topic and make it better because I don't want to spend the rest of my life thinking about pie while I shake hands with the governor while I'm over at the hub. Like, I'm tired. The governor's tired. He needs a vacation from these constant beatings that he receives many times a day. And it's not like you want a lot. Like, I was trying to explain to a person the other day, it's like I'm not looking to spend hours in the throes of passion. I'm talking about 30 seconds to 15 minutes tops, more like 30 seconds. A very casual bam, and you're out. But again, what men want and what women want are two distinct worlds, and I'm trying to figure it out. So let's move on to my second talking point because I'm tired of saying pie. Men may seek partnerships rooted in respect and cooperation, while women may prioritize independence and self fulfillment. I don't know if I want respect and cooperation as much as I just want love that you can smell. But I have noticed that women do prioritize being independent. They don't want to be your girlfriend. They don't want to get married. They don't want to have kids. And self fulfillment is something that they can buy on Amazon. Yes, they can buy it on Amazon. That leaves many men with the governor in the left hand staring out the window, thinking to themselves, is this what the rest of my life is going to be like? And for me, the answer is yes. And I don't like that answer. And I want to find a solution to the drought of the pink taco because it's never been like this. It's never been this hard. I feel like with all of the dating apps that are out there that are completely useless to someone that looks like me, by the way, I've never been able to go on. I've never met a woman online. I take that back. Not through dating apps. So one time on Facebook, but that was so long ago. I don't even remember what she looks like or what her name was. I have a tendency to go through my memories and block out faces and names so I don't remember. I am a firm believer in not remembering people, that once they're not in your life, you delete the memories of them inside your melon and you move on so that you have no future and you have no past. You just live in the present. And in the present, we need Susie Rottencrotch to assume the position. But unfortunately, Susie's not cooperating. And we all know why. We live in a very toxic culture for romance or whatever you want to call it. And it is a wasteland out there. The dating scene is an absolute wasteland. In fact, yesterday I saw a video that the title was like 90% of people in a nightclub now are women because men have just given up. It's like, well, if we're not coming there to get the old in and out, then why would I waste my time going out to buy drinks, waste my time going to a place that has loud music, waste my time with women that are just going to use me and then go home and be with their whoever they're with, battery powered love or something else. But it's definitely not going to be you. And I think more and more men are coming to that realization that you can buy girls drinks as much as you want, but at the end of the night, she knows what she wants. You know what you're not going to get, and men aren't showing up to that situation. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I can't offer any solutions. All I can say that this is how it is. Dating apps are the work of the devil himself, and this gives us very little motivation to continue grinding at a job just to get by. And it always comes down to how much men are willing to sacrifice of themselves by continually going to a job that they hate. And then yet the one thing that they want is completely out of reach. And I am that man. I'm reaching for it. It ain't there. The only thing I can do is reach down here. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to reach over here. But it is what it is, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment. I don't know, scratch your butt. Do something. I'm going to go get hammered now, and I hope that I wake up tomorrow with enough brain cells left in order to create another video.